Hi there, my name is Austin, and you may know me as GeeVee, although, yeah, things are a little weird with that, because if you're watching this video, you probably know that I made a video on my main channel talking about stepping away from the main channel, GeeVee, finally. And it's been a long time coming. I mean, anybody that's been, like, an observant, or at least, consistent viewer probably knows that the channel has been a Sisyphean effort for some time now, meaning trying to push that boulder up the hill, getting some progress, and then the boulder rolls all the way back. And it was just ultimately time to move on from that, because there's only so much energy and life you can give to something like that until it just feels like I can't do anything with this. There's nothing left that I could possibly add to this that will kind of right the ship. So I'm making this follow-up video for the patrons at patreon.com/GeeVee because so many people stuck around, and I really didn't expect that. I kind of expected everybody to just leave the channel, and we did lose quite a bit of subscribers on the main channel. But as far as the Patreon goes, a lot of people stuck around. Most people stuck around. There was like a large amount of people that did leave, but a lot of people stuck around. So first off, I want to say thank you. I didn't expect that at all, and that's why I'm making this follow-up video, because I feel like I owe it to you to kind of add to that leaving the main channel video, and I would like to provide a little bit more context. I'm not going to dwell on like the negatives of why I decided to finally step away. Again, for anybody that's like watched me for any period of time, I think it's pretty clear. I've talked about it too much in a streaming space, and that really took away from the streams. I honestly wish I never really talked about any of the negatives. I always struggle with that. I'm somebody that really doesn't like to just shove things under the rug, but it's kind of the way that content creation is. You're supposed to always be positive. You're supposed to always be in good spirits. It makes sense because you're obviously here to improve someone's day, but I found it very difficult to do that. If I was struggling, it just feels so not authentic to just hide that. And that's just always been my style, for better or for worse. So I don't really want to focus on the negatives or why I decided to finally leave. Again, for anybody that's watched me for any period of time, it should be pretty clear. It really boils down to I have a lot of creativity and other things I would like to focus on, and trying to keep pushing that boulder up the hill only for it to constantly roll back, it gets tiring. And at a certain point, you just have to ask yourself, is it the right move to step away? And I finally came to the conclusion that it was. So that's why I decided to finally step away from the main channel. A lot of you, in fact, most of you, as far as I can tell, Patreon statistics are super duper, like, horribly relayed to the creator. So it's hard to even tell, accurately what's going on with the page. But most of you, it seems like, have stuck around on the Patreon. So that brings up the question, what next? Well, it's a thing of, we're going through a transition now. I might talk about this further down the line, as I was hinting on the streams recently. But yeah, Cynthia and I are going through a lot of changes, positive changes. I don't really want to talk about the specifics because it's personal and it's good. I know I'm hearing and I'm like, this is sounding like negative things are happening. No, it's all good things, but it's just a very big transition that is going to take a lot of time and effort and personal focus. And I don't really want to talk about any of it until it's done. And I'm ready to talk about it. So all of that to say is that I will still have some extra time with the things that I'm focusing on. I'll have some extra time here and there to still make videos, and I would like to. I just don't know if adding to the main channel was ever going to do anything positive anymore. However, the Patreon page here, I feel like, is kind of the last bastion of things that I can add to, where it feels like a community. It feels like we're growing something. It feels like people are in it together, which is all I've ever wanted. Doing things just for the sake of doing things, or I don't know, doing things that aren't growing anything, it's just not how I really work. So all that to say, the amount of people that stuck around on the Patreon really made me kind of think, well, okay, maybe we can make something happen here. Maybe we can, stay the course with the Patreon page and the Patreon YouTube channel, which is where you're watching this right now, and make something happen. So that's kind of where I'm at now with that. Now, I just want to say a heavy caveat here. As I said, we're going through a lot of stuff right now, a lot of transitionary type stuff, a lot of things that are going to take a lot of focus until they're done, and then I can take a breather and actually, like, you know, get to consistently making stuff again. So because of that, I just want to be very clear here. It's going to come down to when I have extra time to add to the Patreon channel. It's obviously not going to take like too much time, but I just don't want to overpromise for anything and end up like too scattered, because I have a very big challenge with that about devoting too much energy to too many things. I'm trying to focus these days. So all that being said is, like, I want to do stuff with this channel and I want to do stuff with the Patreon page, but it's really going to come down to when I'm able to fully focus on it, because right now there is a lot of stuff going on outside of YouTube. So the big thing for me is I really want to get into voice acting. I want to take it seriously. I feel like it was what I was born to do. I've always loved doing voice acting in my videos and in my streams. Anybody that knows anything about me knows this. So I kind of want to use the Patreon channel to hone that craft, and it also adds a neat little element to the channel as well. That's not just dude playing a game. So that's really what I would like to do. Now, obviously, this channel's been very playthrough focused. Most of my YouTube channels have been very playthrough focused. I've learned a lot that, like, yeah, Let's Plays, again, just don't really do anything in this day and age, which is fine. It's all well and good to do it for fun, but again, anybody that knows anything about me, I like growing something. It's not even about any sort of statistic at the end of the day. It's just this feel of growth. Something is growing, whether it's a community or the channel or whatever. So yeah, I'm basically at the point where, like, there's a lot of games that I want to play, but I also don't want to just do playthroughs and that's it, and we kind of just stay in the same spot forever, and I'm more just doing it for fun here, which would be fine, but ultimately I would like to grow something. I mean, if I'm putting time and effort into something, I want it to grow, you know what I mean? So even if it's just like tiny little, you know, over time. So all that to say is, yeah, the big thing I'm focused on right now is voice acting, and I would love to use this Patreon channel to get better at it and to add to the content as well. So I don't know if that means we're going to continue doing playthroughs. We can definitely do the voice acting thing with that if we put a bigger focus on it. I also really like the voting thing, you know, having patrons submit games that they want to see me play and then everybody votes on that. I really enjoy that aspect of this YouTube channel as well. So I don't know, it really comes down to, like, I don't know if we only do playthroughs and Let's Plays if, like, basically there is 0% growth potential for this channel ever, which would be fine. I mean, at the end of the day, I'll have fun with it, and the patrons watching hopefully will enjoy them as well. But again, I'd like to add just something where I can be a little more creative and spice up the channel and kind of grow it over time or something. So yeah, that's where I'm at currently. I would love to hear your thoughts. That's mainly the idea of this YouTube video, is to get your thoughts in the comments section for what you would like to see, what you have been enjoying on this YouTube channel, you know, brainstorming, feedback, anything basically, because I really didn't expect so many people to stick around. So that kind of shifts things a bit to where I would like to put a focus on this Patreon channel, you know, as well as everything else I'm doing currently outside of this. But yeah, let me know any thoughts in the comments. I would love to hear from you. We had a couple of comments on the last post saying I was going to make this video, so I want to address those. Roger asks, would I make a new Patreon tier? I think Roger was basically saying, like, if I made a new tier, a higher tier for Patreon, maybe we could make this thing work. I don't know if Roger was talking about the main channel. For me, it really boils down to, like, I don't want the main channel to be on life support. I don't think that's a healthy way to make anything or to grow anything. Trust me, if I could, if the financial, you know, sort of aspect and responsibilities were just taken away from this, I feel like I would literally just, like, be able to have so much fun again and just do this thing. But over time, YouTube has made it so much harder. So again, you have to either transition to something else or whatever. So anyways, yeah, as far as this Patreon channel goes, if people want, like, 1 or 2 higher tiers, basically for a total of 3 tiers, we might be able to do something like that. But as far as the main channel goes, like, I just don't want the main channel to have to be on life support from y'all or from members. You know, I feel like if it's not sustaining itself naturally, then it just doesn't feel right to do that. So all that to say, I would consider adding higher tiers, but I would probably want it to be for this YouTube channel, and to supplement this YouTube channel and to add some level of interactivity for this YouTube channel. But yeah, let me know about that. Do you all want higher tiers? Do you not care? I tried to make it simple with one tier, basically $1, where basically everybody could, pledge as much as they want. I tried to keep it simple, but a lot of people have asked me for higher tiers over the years, so I don't know. That could be a good thing to do. Justin asked for KOTOR 2, which was definitely a thing that I wanted to do, and I have been wanting to do for some time now. This leads back into, are we still going to have patrons submit and vote on games? Because we could definitely throw KOTOR 2 in there, and then I could voice act for that. I just, like I said, would like to grow something, and I don't know if we just do a playthrough where I'm also voice acting everything. Is that really just falling back into playthrough zone where YouTube will just shove it into a dark box somewhere and not really show anybody the content? So I do want to do KOTOR 2, and if that's something people want to see and people want to vote on, we definitely could do it on this Patreon channel. That was one of the bigger games I was wanting to do. So yeah, let me know if that be something that you're interested in. So yeah, I just want to end this by saying thank you. The response from the patrons, and also that main video, just everybody leaving comments, was pretty astounding. Bittersweet, definitely. Specifically on the Patreon, I was just surprised so many people stuck around and want to see more stuff. So that's where we're at. I want to say a huge thank you for supporting. And then also, yeah, I would just ask that you be patient. I do want to add to this Patreon channel. I want to have a more clear vision of what it is. I would love to grow a community with people through the Patreon. I would love to continue making YouTube content. It just got to the point where it felt very much like, my energy has to be better put elsewhere. So the Patreon, condensing everything to just the Patreon channel moving forward might be the way to do that in balance with everything else that's going on. So yeah, I just ask that you be patient because, like I said, I'll talk about this stuff in the future, but we're just doing a lot of stuff right now, a lot of preparation, a lot of transitioning sort of things. I know I'm being vague. I don't mean to be, but yeah, I just ask that you be patient because I do want to do something with his channel, and yeah, we'll see what that turns into. But please feel free to leave any feedback, brainstorms, what you want to see, what you don't like, what you do like, anything at all, in the comment section below, because it will help me to create a better vision for what this could be in the future. And lastly, yeah, thanks so much for watching. I've always loved doing YouTube. I really have, but at a certain time, it just feels like so much has been taken out of you, and you have to make a healthy decision. You know what I mean? So it boils down to that. I hope people understand, and I'll see you in whatever comes next. Bye-bye.